What's up, guys? Welcome back to Digital Dive In, the proper gaming talk show where we dive into everything gaming every single week. It's your boy Sensology. With me, as usual, is SGK. Guys, we have a new structure, as you might have seen. Wednesdays we're doing some new stuff, and Fridays we're going to be doing new stuff as well. The first Friday of every month, we're going to be looking forward into the month, see what's upcoming, what we're looking forward to, any news we're expecting, or just updates to stuff from the week before. So, to kick off this first Friday of February, we're going to be going through really quick our top anticipated games of February. We already talked about them, most of them, so we're just going to run through them really quick. Obviously, Dying Light is coming out today. By the time this video goes up, it's going up Friday. I've been excited for this game for way too long. And yeah, I mean, we've already talked at length about this game. But yeah, it's coming out. I can't wait. We're going to be streaming it all weekend.
Yeah, so I'm going to be streaming it on Twitch tomorrow. Patrick's going to be streaming it on Facebook. But we're going to be streaming it all weekend. Too excited. We both love this game. The one thing I'm excited about is just playing it with this guy on stream. We didn't really play the last one too much together.
Nah, the last one I played with a couple of other friends, but that was before I was doing YouTube. So, you know, I'm excited to see what the co-op really looks like for this game.
Shout out to all those lucky motherfuckers that got to get the game early. Fuck you. But yeah, I hope you guys are having fun with it. I hope you're enjoying it. And yeah, I hope we can all just die together.
Pretty much. A lot of people have been saying that the story isn't all there, and even the story for the first one wasn't spectacular. Really, mostly people just went to the game to live in that world because the world was so awesome, and that's going to be the same with this one. I'm just excited for this world and to have more Dying Light, more zombies, more people to mess up and crafting and everything.
I'm just excited to see how the world changes. Like, the story may not be there, but as long as they do what they say, which the world changes as you do things, then that's going to be good enough for me. I'm like, that's so cool.
Besides that, though, we got one of my most anticipated games for the longest time was Sifu. That's coming out February 8th. This is a martial arts style game. Don't know a whole lot about it because I've been like, you know, tuning myself out to this game because I want to go into it fresh. But it's taking the same mechanic from the game Absolver that came out a while ago and just making it deeper, making it better. So that one's coming out.
I think the one thing that got everybody's attention is that every time you die, you get older. Like, and that's one of the things that like got everybody's attention.
Yeah, that's interesting as hell.
And see what's going on.
Of course, Horizon Forbidden West is coming out February 18th. Cannot wait for that game. Again, it's just like Dying Light 2. It's just more expanding of that lore and that world. And it's going to be great. Then, of course, Elden Ring, which is, I think, everyone's most anticipated game of 2022. At least that's what it was in well, that was what it was in, you know, the Game Awards. Like, that won the most anticipated game for 2022.
Oh, yeah. But I'm just saying, not pandering to the masses.
Yeah, no. I mean, I love what it's doing. I'm not going to pick it up on launch. Probably, I might on a whim. We'll see what actually happens. But it's an open world Dark Souls game. It's going to be crazy. I can't wait.
For me personally, I don't have too many games, and that's probably great because my wallet can't take it. I only had another game that I was really looking forward to, and it's going to be Ollie World.
Yeah, I know you're really looking forward to that one.
Ollie 3. The first two games are amazing. They have amazing soundtracks, and I just can't wait for more Ollie. It looks like it's going to be more 3D in a sense. It's going to have it's going to have a world. Like, it's going to have a hub. There's going to be characters you can interact with. You know, it's going to be a lot more expansive and really something that I feel like they could really, more importantly, keep updating and supporting for like time to come.
I played Ollie World 2, the one that was for free on PS Plus. I booted it up and played it. I don't like the controls for that game. I really don't. I could not get my head around them. I kept on messing up and screwing up, and I was just like, oh my god, because I'm so used to games like Skate, where the controllers are extremely intuitive. Everything's just on the stick, and it just made it so much more accessible to play. This one was a lot more arcadey, and it had you switching between various buttons to do essentially the same move. And I was like, oh my god. So my brain kept on getting confused.
And that's the thing. I didn't really play the skate games or the Tony Hawk games. So like for me, it was a it just felt like I was playing a fighting game kind of, because like you play fighting games, there's quarter circles, there's different combos you can do with different buttons. So it was just kind of like a more technical version. And then I played SSX. So that's
Yeah.
another game where like you're constantly switching buttons and doing different combos and stuff with
Yeah, no,
buttons.
that's fair. It definitely has a more fighting game style approach to skating, which was interesting. But I'll be interested to see what Ollie Ollie World 3 does differently than the other two games.
I feel
So
like it's
it'll
gonna
be cool.
be. I feel like honestly, I know we're looking forward to Sifu, and it's been getting a good amount of buzz. But I feel like Sifu, Ali Ali, stuff like Total Warhammer are going to just get looked over by like the big two or three things. Speaking of the last big thing in February that I was looking forward to, the Steam Deck. This is
Yay.
coming out February 25th. Finally, it has been delayed several times. I put in my reservation way back in July. I am so ready, but I am not getting it till after quarter two. And then I still have to get the dock. I still have to get the.
All the other stuff that comes with it.
Yeah, I'm getting everything for that. 'Cause
Yeah.
that's gonna be what the Switch was supposed to be, but it hasn't gotten there yet. So I'm so excited for that.
Yep.
And I do want to do an honorable mention just because I didn't have a third game technically, and only because it comes out the first day of March, and it is Shadow Warrior 3. I'm just so excited for this game. Yeah, and that's
But
what we're looking forward to today, guys. Oh my God, this month is going to be great, stacked, and we're going to be busy.
yeah, this is the month that like all the games from 2021 were delayed till, so there's a lot coming out. Hopefully y'all staggered your pre-orders like we recommended before. But if you didn't, I feels bad for your wallet. Anyways, guys, let us know what games you were most looking forward to in February, and we will respond to your comments as they come in. Moving on, we got some updates and news that we're expecting to hear going forward into February. So to start off, the news that just came out yesterday was that Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League has reportedly been delayed until 2023. Warner Media CEO Jason Kilar wrote on Twitter last week that they're delivering a full slate of highly anticipated games alongside pictures of logos from all the games that we're expecting to see this year, including Hogwarts Legacy, Gotham Knights, but Suicide Squad was not included in that picture. So that was last week, and then this week I get from Bloomberg, they had some inside scoop that the game was essentially delayed until 2023. Not surprised, not really disappointed either, because this game looks good, but it does. Someone on Facebook mentioned that the combat, because I watched the combat trailer yesterday, someone mentioned that the combat looks a lot like Sunset Overdrive, and I'm just like, holy shit, you're right. It does. It really does.
Because I'm going to be doing a backlog season in the summer when there's going to be no games to be played, and that's going to be me going through the backlog games that I have not gotten a chance to play over the last 10 years or so, or that I might have had to skip out because of money. So Sunset Overdrive is one of those games. And
It's a really
I'm
good game.
So if you say the Suicide Squad is going to play like that, I'm all for it. I'm here
Yeah.
for it, man.
It just doesn't look as intuitive or advanced as some people were hoping for, because Sunset Overdrive is a pretty old game at this point.
For reasons that we have all seen in the past 10 years. Expectations
Yeah.
kill games worse than developers or publishers do. People want new and different, but then they also want things to be the same. At some point, you kind of have to draw the line and pick one.
That's the update for Suicide Squad. But we also got some more updates around the Sony Bungie acquisition. We talked about this on Wednesday as well a little bit, but just want to reiterate it. Basically, Sony has already said that Bungie is going to be staying a multi-platform developer. More so, they're really interested in live service games. Like Sony came out and said that they have plans for over 10 live service games, collaboration with Bungie, not 10 just straight from Bungie, but in general, by 2026. And that Jim Ryan, the CEO of, or the president, I guess, of Sony PlayStation, has said that he wants to go beyond consoles. So this is another argument for the whole exclusivity is ending. But but we already talked about that.
We're going to be 31, man. God,
Yeah.
what the hell? I don't like this.
But
I don't like this at all.
I do like that Bungie is staying multi-platform. I think that's great. I'm not the biggest fan of live service games, but Bungie's been doing a really, really good job with that, with Destiny too, and the first Destiny for that matter. So I mean, if they can do it well, I think it's going to be great.
If they cannot make me spend more than the money that I want to spend in order to have the full experience, that'd be even better.
Well,
'Cause that's the
I mean,
problem with
Destiny
Activision.
2 went free to play, so I think going forward they might release more free to play live service games and just have you pay for expansions. That would be 100% fine by me. I would do that.
Except for the whole problem with Destiny is they did it way too late. Like
Yeah, yeah. Well,
I
yeah.
bought Destiny 2 with my own money. I did that. And I don't even play it anymore.
Yeah, so
and
did
it's free
I.
to play.
So did I. I
That's a
ended up
double
getting
strike
rid of it and
insult.
then playing it again once it went free to play. Part of the Sony Bungie deal also set aside $3.6 billion for keeping the workers from Bungie there. So making sure that they're happy and they're, able to keep on working and doing their stuff. So I think that specifically is awesome from Sony.
Set aside money to keep the workers happy.
Yeah,
What company
yeah.
actually does that?
I know, right? Like they literally just cut out like 3.6 of like almost half of their buying price and set it aside for the actual workers. I'm like, that is great. Thank you, Sony,
really
for being
cool.
great.
4
Oh my
months.
God.
You're fucking up for the last 2 years. I'm also interested because, as quote Jim Ryan said, this is not the end.
We could definitely expect more from Sony in terms of developer acquisitions. He literally quoted, "We should absolutely expect more. We are by no means done. With PlayStation, we have a long way to go. We have many more moves to make." So we're going to be seeing a lot more of acquisitions by Sony. And they could be like huge acquisitions too. Like they might not be, just, smaller developers like Nixies or Firespray or any of those. We could see them buy big ass AAA developers like Ubisoft, Square Enix, or EA even.
That's the issue for me. I mean, it's an issue in general, and what I didn't say in the other video about exclusivity and everything is that when you have such a big umbrella, sometimes creative freedom gets restricted, and that's the
That
one
is
thing.
true.
I just don't want them to be geared into one direction.
Look at their deal with Bungie.
Right.
Part of that deal with Bungie was going to
Creative
retain,
freedom.
creative
Yeah.
control and independent publishing. They're just going to have, Sony money backing them from now on. So I think that is a really good sign that if they do buy one of these big AAA devs, they're going to keep on being able to make really good games or better games than they have been in the past.
Also, I think the problem, all the companies that you mentioned, including some other expanded ones that are out there, are trying to do NFTs. So if Sony buys a company,
especially Ubisoft,
trying
that's
to do,
freaking weird.
Yeah, they try to do. If they buy a company that's trying to invest in NFTs, and then that's how Sony gets into NFTs, I'm done with PlayStation. Like I'm done. Like I'm not.
I mean,
doing
I
this.
think people are just going to get into NFTs for a little bit, but I don't think it's going to take off as much as people think. But that's a whole other conversation. Personally, in terms of future acquisitions, I almost expect Sony to buy Square Enix. That is probably the most realistic developer that they could grab, just because they already do a lot of exclusives for Sony. I mean, look at the Final Fantasy VII Remake. And they've done a lot of exclusives for Sony in the past as well.
Yeah.
And a lot of multi-platform stuff too. So even if they do buy them, they might not keep them, exclusive, because they even have plans on making Final Fantasy VII multi-platform after a while. So I would expect them. That was probably the most realistic. I don't see them buying EA. I think they're too big. And same deal with Ubisoft. Ubisoft isn't in as much trouble. And I'm not saying Square Enix is in trouble. I'm just saying they're the smaller fish in terms of those big three. They could just buy Konami also. And I would actually love if they did that, because Konami's been fucking up lately. They need to be reined in.
Once again, NFTs. And it's just like, look, guys, you got to understand, this thing is not. We need games without realistic applications. Like, I don't want to have to come home after after 8-hour shift, bitch about my job, bitch about my money, and then have to play Grand Theft Auto and say, man, I can't get the skin because I don't have enough real money. No, I want to come in here.
I mean, that already
in the bank.
That already happens anyways. I mean, look at Fortnite and Call of Duty and all that stuff. Like you're buying the skins with your real money. So.
I mean, yeah, but the difference with NFTs is that they're allowing
NFTs. I don't see
them at their own. They're allowing people to trade them at their own value.
Yeah.
So hey, this is going to cost $1,000.
But again,
like no.
Phil DeFranco said this perfectly. Universal NFTs are never really going to take off because you would have to have that NFT, that skin work with every single game engine, and that's just fucking impossible.
It's not going to happen.
It's impossible to happen. All right, having a unique, skin like that you make yourself or something like that, it's possible game to game, but not universally. So I don't think that's something we're going to worry about. But the whole them buying Square Enix or even Konami to rein their ass in, because Konami has been just assholes lately. Same with EA. Yeah. But I think those two developers in specific don't have as big of an impact on the whole gaming community, which would essentially allow Sony to avoid what's happening with Microsoft right now, because Microsoft is getting hit with an FTC antitrust review for their acquisition of Activision Blizzard. Not surprising in the slightest. If you don't know, FTC is the Federal Trade Commission.
Correction. Konami has had an incredible impact on the gaming community, just not in recent memory. But anyway.
Yeah.
I kind of figured that they were going to get hit with something and something was going to get
because
blocked.
Activision Blizzard is huge.
Yeah.
And literally this whole antitrust review is just looking at if it will hurt, competition in general by limiting rivals' access to major game titles. And
absolutely.
Phil Spencer already said that Call of Duty specifically, out of all of them, is going to stay multi-platform. Like, they're dedicated to keeping it multi-platform. And we talked about this on Wednesday as well.
Yeah.
However, I also think that these antitrust reviews are really just common practice. This is almost not news, in my opinion.
They probably expected it, to be honest. They make big acquisitions all the time, so it's not uncommon for this to happen when these kind of deals are going through. It happens with all companies,
Yeah. I mean, I'm surprised that they didn't get more flack for getting Bethesda.
Yeah, actually, you're right. But I think
especially by making all those games exclusive. Now with Call of Duty, they're one of the most lucrative game titles ever. So that does make sense. But again, with Phil Spencer saying that it's going to stay multi-platform, I think that's something we don't really have to worry about. And I think that's the reason that they said they were going to keep Call of Duty multi-platform, was to avoid this whole flack by the FTC.
I mean, this is specifically for the next 3 games to be multi-platform, not like permanently. So
I think that's just because of contracts in general.
Like that's the thing you have to work. You have to look at these companies. You have to look at what they're saying and also what they're not saying. He didn't say anything after the next 3 or 4 years, which pretty much means that. And
anything could happen. Anything could happen.
And especially if they really are sticking to the not doing the annual thing, these next 3 games could come out over the span of 10 years
6
now.
Yeah, 6, 7, 8 years.
6, 7 years. Yeah. So we don't really know what exactly they were explicit, but also vague at the same time.
Well, because they have to be, because nothing's really set in stone. But guys, that is what we're looking forward to this month. There's a lot that's going to be going down between now and the end of the month. So once the end of February rolls around, we will be going back to all this stuff and seeing what happened, what didn't happen, and what could happen, along with, deeper reviews of these games. Also, be on the lookout for next Wednesday. We're going to be dropping our review of Dying Light. It's going to be a co-op review, not in terms of reviewing the game as a co-op, but he and I are both going to be playing this game between now and then. So expect an awesome in-depth review.
It's not going to be a full review of the full game, because clearly
we're just going to be playing through as much as we can. Yeah, exactly. It's going to be more first impressions, but we're going to try to look into all of the actual, meat of the game.
Yeah, exactly.
Be on the lookout for that, guys. But other than that, that's all we have for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked this video, please hit that like button. If you have not subscribed yet, it's the perfect time to do so. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell so you can notify whenever these videos, our live streams, and our Wednesday videos go live. And of course, share this video with everyone you know so we can get our names out there. You can also follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, TikTok, and Instagram. I haven't done much there, but I might.
We're definitely trying to get more content out for you guys. Crank it out. Doing it in a really great, conducive way. Trying to be, connect with him. We're connecting with each other. Some games we're going to do co-op reviews. Sometimes it's going to be separate. And also, we're just not going to have any kind of bullshit. We're not being paid by anybody to do these reviews.
No, this is all for our own benefit. And yours, of course.
Really passionate, and we're here for it. So, please check it out Wednesday. And it's going to be lots of fun.
Yep. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Stay excellent. We'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.